$500,000 watches, multi-million-dollar supercars, and an expensive castle, the type you only find in Disneyland. This is how Ja Morant spends his millions. We gotta start back in 2022, cause Ja Morant was named an NBA All-Star, and he rocked the flashiest smile during Media Day. You know why? Cause beneath his wide smile was a set of shimmering honeycomb diamonds on each of his teeth. You see, it all started when Lil Baby released his song Dark Mode, which was all about Morant and channeling his inner beast to succeed. And Morant instantly knew that the only way he could live up to the hype and keep making a name for himself was to have the best mouth game in the NBA. So Ja went on a shopping spree. Not just any shopping spree, but the type that set a world record. Morant hit up the famous jeweler, Johnny Dang, to cook up something really spicy. A diamond grill made in 14 karat white gold, using natural VS Plus brilliant cut diamonds. Man, that shit is crazy! If you're shopping for a set of iced out diamond grills, then be ready to cough out 30,000 grand, because stuff like this doesn't come cheap. Not only did Ja get on social media for rocking a super expensive grill, he knew that if he had to do the diamonds, he had to do it big. So he made the Grizzlies the flashiest team in the NBA. Grizzlies forward Jaren Jackson Jr. had to hit the store to pick up some of those. Brandon Clark, and soon enough, everyone on the team wanted to look like Morant. Dude was literally feeling on top of the world. That's insane. But what Ja puts in his mouth is nothing compared to his wrist game. Ja absolutely loves watches, but not in the way ordinary people do. And there's no way you're gonna convince me that my boy Ja is ordinary. I mean, you need to look at his dunks. Man, dude is an animal. So Ja decided to celebrate the start of the NBA season with some new ice. A 12-ski black and white diamond pendant repping his nickname, with a matching Audemars Piguet watch. See, it all started when Morant was having a friendly conversation with an owner of Icebox on Instagram Live, talking about how he needed the rarest diamond watch ever, and he was convinced to make his way to the store. So when Morant hit Icebox, he set the world record for spending the most money of any NBA player ever. Cause not only did the Hooper get a watch, he also got a custom chain to match. And part of it is because of the expensive pieces Gunna convinced him to buy. An Audemars Piguet watch with the matching 12-ski black and white diamond pendant repping his nickname. The pendant comes with 20 carats of black and white VS quality diamonds, and the Cuban link has 60 carats. Both pieces were made with 14 karat white gold and weigh an overall 400 grams. So when my boy decks it on, it gets pretty hard to tell if he's a Hooper or a member of the Wu-Tang Clan. My man splashed over 100K on this purchase. I mean, this guy must be out of his mind. No wonder whenever Ja hits Icebox, he takes tequila shots. Ja is so obsessed with bling that he spent $89,000 on chains, $240,000 on iced out watches, and $11,000 on a necklace for his sister. Think this is expensive? Nah, not for my guy. But Ja's bling game is nothing compared to his whip game, cause his car collection will literally blow your mind. It all started with the Mercedes-Benz A-Class that cost almost $25,000. But because Ja loves to live life in the fast lane, he copped a Dodge Charger. But he didn't get a Hellcat. Instead, he got a 392 Scat Pack, which is just as electrifying as his game. The car looks super clean, all black on the inside and red on the outside. And it can go 175 miles per hour. No wonder the gram went crazy when Ja posted his new whip. But this $50,000 car is nothing compared to the other toys in my boy's collection. A $70,000 Jeep Grand Cherokee, $90,000 Audi A8, $130,000 Porsche Cayenne, $180,000 Aston Martin Vantage, a $220,000 Ferrari Roma, and a Rolls Royce. Yeah, you heard that right. Ja has not one, but two of this make. You know my man Morant. He's not gonna spend his money on stuff this expensive if he's not gonna customize them. So Ja spent a whopping $700,000 to cover the total expense of having them fully customized. And everything was going smoothly till he let someone drive his Rolls. which almost cost him his life. So it was his 23rd birthday and Ja wanted to celebrate it low-key. He needed some supplies. So his buddies offered to hit the grocery store to pick up a couple wines and stuff, and Ja handed them the keys to his Royce. Who the hell uses a Royce to get supplies? But it was hours and the boys weren't back. He tried to call their phones but no one was picking up. And that was when Morant knew that something was up. Then out of nowhere, Ja posted a heart-wrenching picture of his wrecked car, which he captioned, SMH, thought MFs would make your birthday good. Damn, that's one way to celebrate your 23rd birthday. Although his day was off to a rough start after losing $350K following the terrible accident, Ja didn't let that ruin his birthday. He simply hopped in the other roles to feel presidential. Even though he might have been in a devastating accident, dude shrugged it off and let his fans know that he was safe and that, I'm alive, the car is replaceable. Now it takes some guts to call a whip almost $500,000 replaceable. But you know what isn't replaceable in Ja's life? His family. See, back in the day, Ja's dad, T. Morant, was considering a professional career in basketball overseas, and he was getting ready to live his dream, until something would change his decision forever. Cause T's wife Jamie was pregnant with Ja, so T had no choice but to give up on his aspiration, and he changed his aspirations to get a stable job. So he became a barber cutting hair at Precision Cuts while raising Ja 6 miles north in Dalzell. But it wasn't all that bad, cause T directed all of his energy to help Ja make a career out of basketball, and today, Ja is living his and his pop's dreams. And there couldn't have been a better way to repay his parents for their sacrifice than to surprise his dad with a Dodge Hellcat and his mom with an Audi. Man, if Jamie could lose herself all cause of a car, just imagine her reaction when Ja bought them their dream home. This $2 million mansion comes with 6 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, a pool, a tennis court, a gym, a spacious living room, just name it. And cause Ja didn't want to be separated from his family, he did something crazy. He copped a $3 million crib down the street. And there's no way you're gonna convince me that Ja went out looking for a mansion. Dude literally lives in a castle. A $320,000 master closet, 7 bedrooms, a room dedicated to his gaming center, pool tables, and a backyard basketball court. And cause Ja doesn't want anyone crashing his cars all in the name of birthday surprises, he got himself a water slide with a pool, so he and his boys can still get lit. I mean, he kind of deserves it. But what he loves more than buying things for himself is spending millions changing people's lives. He does things that are so selfless, it makes the news. There was a time he randomly made a waitress's day by tipping her $500. When he did that, it became the headline of every sports show, and everybody was full of praises for Morant. But Morant couldn't live up to the hype, cause what he did next nearly cost him his career. And it all started when Ja hit Shotgun Willie's to have the time of his life. With music blazing from the large speakers, Ja took a couple of tequila shots, took off his shirt, and held a handgun with his left hand. This was so embarrassing, and fans were totally pissed. But when Ja realized how fast he was becoming hated, he quickly apologized to his fans, taking full responsibility for his actions. But just when you thought Ja was becoming a changed man, he called up his goons and hit up Shotgun Willie's a second time. But this time, he came with a truckload of money. Ja snuck into the VIP room, through the back door, and ordered some strippers and music to set the scene. Things were about to get crazy. Morant paid for 4 strippers and a feast of food, including a basket of hickory smoked wings, 2 platters of chicken strips and fries, and a steak. Ja blew $50K that night, and the whole room was so full of money that you'd literally need a rake, cause counting money that huge would take forever. But Ja never saw the NBA coming. You see, losing your wallet at a strip club is bad, but losing millions cause of the visit is definitely much worse. Ja's actions at the club cost him $39 million cause the NBA slapped him with an 8-match ban. Bad call, Morant. But you know what they say, if you can't do the time, don't do the crime. And this wasn't the first time the NBA had to step in to lay down the law. Did you know that the NBA banned players from wearing sneakers, or that there's a secret rule that allows a 6th player on the court? I didn't think so. Click this video to find out more.